be looking into this as to why you saying that you do not have to explain what section of the law you're arresting me under. Yes, oh yes you do. What section are you detaining me under? Right.
Welcome to Review the Audits, where we place misconduct under scrutiny, examine police and legal matters, defend civil rights, and demand accountability. This episode is brought to you by Auditor Matt. Be sure to check the link below, subscribe to his channel, and give him the credit he deserves. In this episode, Matt is outside Darlington Police Station, taking a small number of photographs of marked police vehicles for his online blog, when officers arrive already acting aggressively. What should have been a routine act of observation quickly turns into one of the most serious examples of overreach I've seen. Demands for his personal details, no interest whatsoever in his explanation, and an arrest over 5 photographs of marked police cars. The officers refuse to listen, fail to de-escalate, and will not back down. Matt records everything, involves his lawyers, and this time it does not quietly fade away. It ends up in court.
Because you should be taking pictures into a police yard where there's private motor cars.
What are you on about?
There's private motor cars in this yard.
I'm not taking pictures of them.
With the current terror threat cited, it's severe, right? How do we know that you're taking? Are you filming me now?
Yeah, I'm just doing like a documentary, that's all.
Right.
It's just for YouTube.
Right. Why are you filming? Why? Can I ask you just lower your camera, please? Now, I just have concerns why you're taking photographs into a police yard.
It's just, like I said, just for footage of the marked vehicles and that. It's just for a documentary for YouTube.
Okay.
That's all it is.
Right.
I guess it's out of the question if I can come in and get a couple.
No, you can't come into the yard. Where are you from, sir?
Cumbria.
Liz, it's Dave. Can you get the inspector to send an officer out straight away, please? Thank you.
Opening with the terror threat level is a lazy shortcut, and the figures simply do not support the panic. Severe is a national classification covering millions of people and countless locations. It is not a live indicator linked to an individual holding a camera. Most terrorism-related arrests and convictions stem from intelligence-led operations, not chance encounters with photographers. Matt provides a clear and entirely ordinary explanation, a YouTube documentary, yet instead of narrowing the issue, the officer broadens it by calling for additional units. When an explanation is met with more officers being deployed, rather than follow-up questions or clearly defined boundaries, it demonstrates that the decision to escalate has already been made.
What's up?
You shouldn't be taking photographs into a private yard, sir. Okay?
Why?
Because there are private motor cars.
There's private motor cars everywhere.
Yeah, there are private motor cars, but it's a police yard, all right? And as I said, the current terror threat, for I'm sure you're aware, for the UK is cited. It's severe. I know, but I don't know who you are. You could be anybody, couldn't you? It's like I would check anybody's identity. Yeah. Just step to one side, sir. It's like I would check anybody's identity who would come into a police station. There would have to be a supervised visit or an unsupervised visit, or you'd have to have some sort of identification. Right. All right.
So you're worried about a terrorist attack on a private vehicle?
No, I'm worried about.
Hang on, you got no mask on. Whoa! You got no mask on, dude.
I'm worried about a threat.
Yeah.
All right.
I've not approached you though, have I?
All right. So yeah. I am concerned. Yes. All right.
Yeah, I've explained what I'm doing.
All right. Subby, this gentleman here has been observed on camera. Yep. Taking photographs through the barrier into the police yard.
I'm just doing a documentary on YouTube. Just wanted to get some shots of the marked vehicles. I was hoping to get one coming out or something. Just for like some footage for YouTube.
The officer attempts to frame the situation as involving private motor vehicles within a private yard, as though the presence of cars behind a fence somehow creates a special protection from being photographed. Matt shuts this down immediately. Private vehicles are everywhere. If the mere existence of private cars were enough to prohibit photography, every street in the country would become a restricted zone. The shift to claiming this is a police yard only makes the argument worse, because it reveals what is really being said: we do not like being filmed. Matt is standing on a public pavement. From that position, he is entitled to photograph whatever he can see. The boundary of a yard does not extend police powers onto the pavement, and being a police site does not create a bubble of privacy.
So what we're going to require to do, sir, is we're going to have to take some of your details, all right?
Don't give me details, mate. It's just not personal. I just don't give me details out to people.
Okay, well, you've been taking photographs into the police yard. You've already admitted you've been taking photographs of vehicles in the yard. quite a lot of which are private motor
No,
vehicles.
I've only been. I've told you. Can you let me tell you?
We are going to have to satisfy
You are
ourselves.
saying that you have been taking pictures of private vehicles. I've been taking pictures of the marked cars. That's what I admitted to.
Okay, well, we don't know what's on that camera at this moment in time. All right.
Right.
Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to step back now because there's another supervisor here.
A supervisor, great, good stuff.
And I'm actually the custody sergeant, so I could be the person that's dealing with you next in the custody block. All right. So I'm going.
There's nothing to deal with. I've done nothing wrong. I've explained what I'm doing.
The officer will ascertain that. All right, sir. Sorry, what's your name again?
It's like I say, don't give me details. Can you stop surrounding me, please?
He then abruptly claims that Matt has been photographing private vehicles in order to manufacture a reason to demand his personal details. Even though this has never been stated or demonstrated, Matt immediately shuts it down by anchoring the exchange to the facts. He is photographing marked police vehicles, nothing else. That distinction is not minor, it dismantles the officer's entire premise. The phrase, "we need to satisfy ourselves," gives everything away. That is not a legal threshold, it is a comfort threshold. Officers do not have the authority to collect personal details simply to reassure themselves when no unlawful activity has occurred. Once Matt corrects the record, there is nothing left to justify the demand. No offense, no ambiguity, no risk.
How can we talk to them?
Right, I've just explained myself. I'll explain again. I'm just doing a documentary for YouTube, and I just wanted to get some pictures and maybe some footage of one of the vehicles coming out of my car. That's all it is.
Regarding, obviously you got to understand there's a lot of personal vehicles.
Oh yeah, I'm not trying to get them.
Well, we don't know that, do we? You understand our point of view? We don't know what vehicles you've got.
Oh yeah,
what you've got on camera and what's been recorded. You get a view on that?
But what does it matter even if they were in it?
Because obviously if this is going on YouTube like documentary, it gets shared, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Which is a lot of people, officers' details, vehicles, people can search
Details? It's not details, it's vehicles. You can't get any details from them.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't.
If you're taking photos,
Only the DVLA can.
if you're taking photos and videos from the backyard, the marked vehicles are nowhere near this day that you can't really see. So all of these vehicles are all plain and possibly personal vehicles.
What about Google Maps? You can go on Google Maps and I can see straight in there on Google Maps.
When Matt asks what the actual issue would be if private cars appeared in the video, the officer does not mention risk, harm, or any rule being broken. He goes straight to reach. It will be online. It will be shared. People will see it. The concern is not the act of filming itself, but the fact that the filming will not remain contained. The slip about officers' details is where the argument collapses entirely. Matt catches it instantly and shuts it down with basic logic. A vehicle is not a person, and a number plate is not personal information. You cannot identify individuals from parked cars, only the DVLA can. That correction matters, because it shows the officer is not dealing in fact. He is stretching language to make something appear dangerous when it is not.
Yeah, it's like I say, I'm not doing anything wrong, I've not broken any laws or anything, I've explained exactly what I'm doing, so...
What our view is, which is one thing we've got to understand is...
What's your name, sir?
I don't give me details, mate, it's not personal, I just don't do it.
Right, okay. At the minute, obviously, we don't know who you are.
Yeah.
You've got a mobile phone that you're putting through into...
It's really not a problem.
Of the police station.
It's not.
It is a problem.
It isn't.
The reason it's a problem is because obviously at the moment, the terror threat is at the highest level it can be, alright? So we need to know who you are. Okay? Because we need to know why you are filming.
I've just told you I'm doing a documentary for YouTube.
We don't know that, if that's true.
We don't know that. We need to ascertain who you are. Okay?
You can't ascertain who I've just told you I don't give me details.
Right, that's fine.
I've got every right to not give me details.
You have.
No, yes, right, so...
What you need to understand is that it's also, you can be arrested so that we can...
Arrested?
So we can
Under what law?
So we can ascertain what the
Okay,
details are.
under what law?
Okay?
Under what law can I be arrested? Can you state the section and can you read that out, please?
You don't need to.
You do need to.
You don't need
It's in your code of practice.
Turning up and demanding personal details without explaining why is not merely poor judgment. It directly conflicts with the officer's own code, which requires them to clearly state the legal basis for their actions, particularly when threatening arrest. Saying, "We can arrest you to find out who you are," without identifying a specific power is not a slip of the tongue, it is the opposite of transparency. Matt forcing them to identify the section and the precise wording exposes that breach immediately. The code does not permit vague threats or, "trust me," policing. Officers are expected to explain their powers when challenged, not to stonewall with claims of, "we don't need to."
I'll be looking into this as to why you saying you do not have to explain what section of the law you're arresting me under. Yes, oh yes you do.
Don't need to.
Yes you do.
Don't need to at all.
Right, well, I don't know where you read the law from. Was it like a children's book or something?
I mean,
You seriously... What are you arresting me on?
Can you move away while I talk to my colleague, please?
No, I've got every right to film.
Thank you.
I've got every right to film.
Right.
Can you keep your distance?
Well, you keep your distance from them, alright?
I will not get within 2 metres.
Just keep your distance because I'm going to grab
Don't touch me because that's assault. I will have you for assault if you touch me.
I'm not touching you.
Right, well keep your distance.
Right.
Am I being detained? Am I being detained?
At the moment,
I'm being detained. Under what section of the law am I being detained?
right, you just say there.
No, you have to tell me what section you're detaining me under.
Right.
What section are you
I don't know
detaining
your
me
name at the
under?
moment.
Right, let me put this in your pocket.
Right.
So all that then was over 5 photographs. Getting searched and detained, taken imprisoned for 12 hours while they investigated me for suspected terrorism and doing reconnaissance to commit terrorism.
Matt later responds to a viewer, confirming that the matter is going to court. What he does not do at any point afterward is confirm the outcome, only that he has pushed it firmly into the legal system. Based on what is captured on camera, the most likely result appears to lean in Matt's favor. The state would need to justify why lawful photography escalated into terrorism suspicion, why his camera was seized, and why he was detained and held for 12 hours on alleged reconnaissance grounds. Yet no criminal offense ultimately emerged. Courts focus on what officers could clearly point to at the moment they chose to escalate, not how serious they attempted to make it sound afterward. If officers were unable to articulate clear grounds on the street and the subsequent investigation produced nothing, that typically results in the police position appearing irrational and disproportionate when examined under oath. What began as a person standing on a public pavement with a camera ended with the most extreme allegations available, and still led nowhere. When escalation replaces reasoning, the camera does not become the problem. It becomes the record. And once that record reaches a courtroom, assumptions rarely survive for long. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me continue with my independent coverage. Also, be sure to check out Matt. His channel is linked in the description. Show him some support. Thanks for watching. This was Review the Audits, and I'll see you in the next one.